Hey, Shalom. Kohalo Yahabashim Shah. Alright, so I was in the store today and the lady's like, you paying card or cash? And then she's like, I was like, card. And she was like, yeah, alright, it's kind of rare that, anybody would use cash lately. So, that was spiritual. So I wanted to grab a couple of precepts. And through the spirit I wanted to do a video on it because it reminded me of this Job 33:14. It says, for the Most High speaketh once, yet twice, but it says, yet man perceive it not. And just anybody regular hearing that, they just would have went along with it. But through the spirit I was thinking like, yeah, we in the times of that's just going to lead to the the chip coming out. And again, going back to this verse, it says the Most High speaketh once, yet twice, yet man perceive it not. It's because they some many were blinded and weren't blessed to have the eyes and the ears to see things. All right, this is Jeremiah 51:9. It says, we will have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. And Babylon, which is spiritual, Sodom, Egypt, which is the U.S., America. It says, but she is not healed. They've been pumping stimulus checks continuously. They're doing different things. They're trying to bring back the mirth, but this place is not healed. It says, forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country. Give me a second. So it says, this is the Hebrew 776. It says land. So everybody go back to their own land. Another word is nation. Everybody go to their own nation. And what is what is given specifically to our nation, the land, the nation of Israel, is His truth. So it says, forsake her spiritually, and let us go everyone into his own country, which is nation. So forget the the uncleanliness, the ungodliness that we've that we've been through in this captivity, and return back to the Lord. It says, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. Because this place is very wicked, man. You got trans people walking around, man. You have to do Lil Nas X. He just got a boob job. This place is fucking bugged out, man. All right. And this is Revelation 2:29, going back to Job 33:14. It says, he that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches, which is the body of believers. And many people don't have that ear to hear what the Spirit is saying. So that's why it was spiritual when the lady said it. She was like, she said, it's not real common that people use cash nowadays. And I was like, yeah. All right, and this is Revelation 13:16. It says, and he causeth all. That he in the verse is talking about. Actually, let's get the whole. Let's see. All right, let's start at verse 5. It says, and there was given unto him a mouth speaking great great things and blasphemies, and power is given unto him to continue 40 and 2 months, so a period of time. And the him is referring to Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He is adverse to everything that the Lord has in place. It says, and he opened his mouth in blasphemy against the Most High, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle. And he's done this in many ways, changing the name, saying that they're the true people, putting unrighteous laws in place, and just continually oppressing the Lord's people. It says, in his tabernacle, and them that dwell in heaven, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints, or the Israelites. It says, and to overcome them, and power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations, because the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. Roughly paraphrasing. So he has control over the whole earth right now due to prophecy. It says, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. That hasn't taken place yet. It says, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. So it says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. There's been many nations, go back to Psalms 83, chiefly Esau Edom. He was the head, and then the rest of the heathen under him. Each nation, if I'm not mistaken, has had the children of Israel in captivity. Because there was they took part in the slavery of the nation of Israel. You had the transatlantic slave trade. A brother did a video on there was an Indian slave trade as well, because we were scattered. We were scattered all throughout the four corners of the earth. All right. Then it says, he that is killed with the sword must be killed with the sword. And the wicked is. Let me see. All right, this is Job 21:30. Says that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. So they're going to be judged in the day of destruction. All right. So that's why it says, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. It's going to be a sacrifice in Basra, which is the capital of Edom. It says, here's the patience and the faith of the saints. It says, and I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb. That's the he came out of the earth, because you go to Malachi, it talks about Rome falling, and they said they would basically rebuild the desolate places. That's them coming back up of the revived Roman Empire. It says he had two horns like a lamb, which is the Democrats and the Republicans of the U.S. It says, and he spake as a dragon. He's definitely speaking as a dragon right now. So hold up, let's get to that word right there. It says, a fabulous kind of serpent, perhaps as supposed to fascinate, dragon. Dragon, going back to Draco. Hold up. It says a dragon, a great serpent, a name for Satan. All right, so um, give me a second. So, draconian is basically severe laws. It says he spake as a dragon, um, and that that word. It says Draco is the Latinized form of Greek dracon, name of the archon of Athens, who laid down a code of laws from Athens 621 before Hamashiach. It says that mandated death as punishment for minor crimes. His name seems to mean literally sharp-sighted sea dragon, so it comes from the word dragon. So when they speak as a dragon, like a serpent, and that's in the Strong's Concordance we just got. They come down with these harsh laws, and also it's a serpent, and that same serpent that was in the garden, a serpent is basically a crafty man. So let me get what serpent is. It says a sly or a treacherous person who exploits a position of trust. So they come real slick and they come real deceptive. So they real deceptive as well as speaking as a dragon with harsh laws, man. And that's what they've been doing. All right. It says it had two horns. So it says had two horns. Slocky. It says had two horns like a lamb. So he resembled a lamb, or two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. So, going back to that definition, said a serpent exploits a position of trust, and scriptures also say that. Let's actually get it. What is it? All right, so this is Ecclesiasticus, which is Sirach 12:10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass. Thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away." So it says, though he humble himself, so he appears to be cool. He's gonna be the first. It's a verse that says he's gonna be the first one there when adversity hits. He's gonna be the first one there when adversity hits. He's gonna appear to be trying to help you, but ultimately he's trying to be deceptive, and in the latter end he's gonna show his wickedness, and it's gonna be in the form of these harsh laws. One way is going to be that it's going to be in the form of these harsh laws. That's why you can't trust him. All right, and this is verse 12. It says, "And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him," which is that Roman Empire, "and causes the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed." So he caused everybody to worship the first beast. By putting those different laws in effect. It says, "And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh the fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men." And some of those great wonders um, are going to some great wonders that he's going to do is coming out with that chip. It's going to make it might give people the ability to like make purchases through their thoughts, or like even walk if they're paralyzed. And I'm gonna read it again. It says, "And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men." So those some of those great wonders. I mean, that fire that came down from heaven was their nuclear I think it was either nuclear bombing or atomic bombing, back in World War One or Two, and that had the whole world shook for a while, and that's one way that America became top dog. All right, then it says, "And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do." It's like to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make the image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give the life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And that's what it's getting to, as we got in the definition of draconian. People, basically the dude in Athens, he made laws to where people would be killed for minor offenses. All right, then it says, "And he caused it all." It's talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the Roman Empire revised. It says, "And he caused it all." So cause, you go into the word cause. It says commit, to make or do. Make, fulfill, perform. So he's going to make all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand on their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, which is 666. It says he causes all, so he's going to cause everybody to get a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, other than the elect. The elect is going to be reserved, or they not going to, the Lord has reserved 7,000 men that's not going, which is a complete number, that's not going to bow down to the image of Baal. All right, so the elect is not going to receive that mark, and Lord willing, we be a part of that number, us sincere brethren. Yeah, so again, it's real spiritual that the lady said that. So I wanted to grab a couple precepts. So Abba Ras is out, that was edifying. Call her Layim La, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kakdash, double honor to the elders and the apostle, great Melson, told me truth rule well. Shalom.